Yo, yo, it's your man again, Solar Amore. We out here in sunny San Diego with a beautiful message. How are you guys doing today? How you feeling today? Are you feeling abundant today? Are you feeling like you could take over the world today? Did you take a breath today? Take a breath. Deep in the core, right here in the core. Man, we have so many experiences in this thing we call life, and they give me so many insights that I feel like I need to share. You know, I like being right here. This place in San Diego gives me a lot of vigor, it gives me a lot of life, it gives me a lot of vitality. It's where I'm born and raised. And I have to let you know this, is that I'm vibrating on a certain frequency. Okay, the frequency that I'm vibrating on, I like to call it truth. Some people may call it awareness. Some people will call it authenticity. I call it simple, plain truth. I have emotions. My feelings get hurt a lot, you know. I understand when people have emotions towards me. And I don't expect them to be robots and not feel good things or bad things only. But in this message, and what I want to make clear to everybody today is that how do we take a righteous and spiritual path towards abundance? What does it look like? What kind of things are you going to encounter? How do you deal with those things? There's the beautiful thing about the truth, right? Is that it doesn't change to fit us. It doesn't change to fit our scenario, what we want, how we want things to be. The truth is always what it is, and we have a choice. We can either accept that for what it is, or we can resist it, try to make it into what we want it to be, and live in a world of illusion. So let's get to it. Abundance. How many people here know about the word frequency and have heard about the word frequency? Okay, I want to give you a practical understanding of that, and I'm going to give you a bit of science of how to use it, not abuse it, or not let it use you or abuse you, right? Number one, being positive isn't the same thing as truth. Number one. Number two, being negative and only seeing the negative in things isn't being real. Being real and seeing the truth involves you taking the good and the bad, the seemingly positive and the seemingly negative together. You can't go into a relationship, a business partnership, life, expecting, how did Kodak Black say it? Oh, it's all peaches and cream and ice cream. Nah, man, it's real. This is life. It's not always like that. You know, that's real though. Because the reality is, there's areas in which you can grow. In scenarios where you seem to be a victim, things seem to be happening to you. Why me? Well, there's areas for you to grow. And there's things for you to look at in every situation that can allow you to grow. Another area of growth is to look at when you are doing your best. And this is the kicker of this message, is that when you are doing your best, and others may not see that, others may not acknowledge that in you, and you start growing, you start evolving, you start doing better, wanting better, being better, leveling up, elevating. And the people who know you and the people who you've known may not see what you see now that you've grew. Okay? Here's the thing about abundance. If you want to be in an abundance frequency, if you want to be in a righteous, loving, peaceful frequency, you want to tap into spirituality, tap into your higher self, instead of searching for validation outside of you, instead of searching for riches outside of you, you decided to go to God, to go to the Most High, to look in yourself. You decided to go within rather than going to him, her. You decided to go within. And it's okay to go to people who lead you back to yourself. That's fine. And everything is going to do that. You just got to be able to see it. But you take note. two frequencies cannot exist at the same time. This is basic science. Either this is what's going to happen. You're positive, you're feeling abundant, you're happy, you're on a high. And somebody comes around who's on the opposite end. They're fearful, they're worried, they're doubting, they're everything's crumbling to them. If you are to conversate or connect or share space with this person, what's going to happen is one of two things. Either harmony, you're going to start to lower your frequency to resonate with them, and now you're starting to see those things and feel those things as well. Or they change their frequency, their way of thinking, and they have to harmonize with you. And they let go of their fear, doubts, and worries and step into abundance, grace, the truth, and acceptance. There's one option. It's called harmony. This is how frequency works. Another thing that can happen, something called dissonance. Okay, dissonance is when those two people, those two frequencies are in the same space. However, instead of harmonizing to each other, they repel and they separate. So you can hold your frequency, they can hold theirs, and eventually you guys are going to be moved out of each other's spaces. You're not going to be able to go to the same place. You're not going to be able to feel the same things as long as you're on different frequencies. So let's take out another person and make it all you. You want to step into abundance. You want to elevate. You want to be greater. You want to be better than how you've already been. You maybe not change completely who you are, but be more of who you are. You want to evolve who you are. You can't get up in a day worrying, doubting, fearing, looking at the negative in everything, and at the same time expect to see the best, and at the same time expect to be in abundance. You can't do that. You have to choose. I'm either on this righteous path, I'm being spiritual, I'm going to God, I'm going within, I'm doing my best, I'm seeing God in everything, I'm grateful for everything that I do have, and I'm gonna choose to see the best in everyone around me, including myself. I'm gonna choose to see this situation as a divinely appointed situation to get me to not where I may have wanted to be, but where I need to be. And this gratitude puts you into a frequency of abundance. And at the same time, have fear. And I understand, I get it. Rent. What am I gonna eat? Where am I gonna sleep? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna handle this? Well, what if this goes wrong? And what if that goes wrong? And they don't really love me. No, they can't, because one of those frequencies is lack. The other one is abundance. Gratitude is always gonna be an abundance frequency, because when you're grateful for everything that is, you're basically acknowledging that I trust you, God, and everything around me isn't maybe what I wanted from who I've been, but it's what I need. And I'm grateful for every instance and every moment in life that I have what I need. And you could be grateful for everything. And when you can do that, you can see the best in these things and you can utilize them in a righteous way. Whereas if you're fearful, you're worried, you're doubting, you're scared, the same life, the same reality, the same things that you may have, you may not see the value in them anymore, because you're focused on something that doesn't exist. Fear, false evidence appearing real, doubt and worries, being stuck in outcomes and results that where you're at and what you're doing is wrong, that God is making a mistake by putting you where you are. God is making a mistake by setting up the situations in your life. People will come and go out of your life. And this is a good thing, because when you're elevating and when you're growing, you need to be able to make space. You have to let go of those things and those people and those situations in your life that are demanding the fearful you, that are demanding the you that is stuck in survival mode. And I know it's hard, and I know we have deep connections and bonds with these people that we loved and we want better for them. But if there's anything I learned in this life, is that you can want better for everyone else in the world. It doesn't matter. They're going to do what they're going to do. That's the thing about free will. You have to want better for yourself. You have to do better for yourself. And you have to allow those people their freedom and give them their power back and let them do what they want to do, be where they want to be, vibrate on whatever frequency they want to vibrate on. But if you choose to stay in survival mode and to feed those doubts and to feed those fears that they're feeding because they're throwing them at you, they're projecting them onto you, it's your duty to protect your frequency. Otherwise, you might resonate with them. You might harmonize with it. I'm somebody who's constantly at odds with the people in my life, but I don't worry about it because the odds that I'm at is like, hey, you could be a millionaire tomorrow. I could. Hey, I know this is a crazy situation, but maybe we're being protected from something. Maybe we're being saved from something. Maybe there's something here for us to look at now. Maybe we're missing something. Maybe we need to look deeper into something else. Oh, well, this is going wrong, and that's going wrong, and this is going wrong. Maybe it's the way you're eating. Maybe it's your daily routines and habits. Maybe it's not the people around you. Maybe it is you. And if you can be grateful for the life that you have, the people who criticize you even, all of these things, you'll start to see the doorways and the opportunities that are opening for your growth, your expansion, and your success. I believe in abundance. I believe that we all have more than enough, and I believe that it's already right there with you. You just need to tap into it. I know it. I see it all the time. How many times in my life have I been at a point where I've had nothing, where everything was falling apart, everyone was leaving me, all of the money was disappearing, living situations were shifting, I was realizing I was being abused and manipulated in so many ways, and then I have to let it go, and then I'm so scared because now I got to go start from scratch. I got to go start from a blank board. Those were the greatest moments of my life. Those were the opportunities, and those were the times where I tapped into my gifts, where I tapped into spirituality, when I tapped into the world, when I met new people, when I found new places. I remember one time I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent, and I didn't know what I was going to do and where I was going to go. And somebody invited me to some ceremony in Tulum, and I went to the ceremony, and I met all of these millionaires, and I decided to use my phone to help them with content. And next thing you know, I'm being granted access into this castle whenever I want, however I want. And not only that, I built a network of cryptocurrency millionaires, billionaires maybe, millionaires for sure. And it put me in a mindset that like, yo, I could do anything. And I started working. I started creating side by side with these people. And I started realizing that they see me as rich. They think I'm super rich, and they're treating me like I'm super rich because I'm showing love, I'm showing gratitude. The way I'm walking around, the way I carried myself wasn't, I'm struggling and I'm fearful and I need to make something work, please help me. It wasn't that. It was nice to meet you, like, yo, I do this well, you do that well. Let's put it together and make something great for the people. And that's what we did. And that's where we connected. And I started to elevate. I let go of a house in a place that had a lot of negative energy connected to it, that had a lot of memories of people who left my life, who I was once very close with. They chose to take a route that I refused to take. They chose to live in fear and doubt and worry. And when I look at them to this day, years later, they're still in that. Still. When I'm over here taking leaps and bounds in my life in beautiful places with a beautiful mind and a beautiful heart. And when I wake up every day, I'm grateful and I'm happy and I have peace. And I choose to do yoga. I choose to do Tai Chi. I choose to make this delicious smoothie with organic fruits. I choose to show love to everybody in my life. And you know what comes to me? That very thing. People, I'm so grateful you did this. I'm so grateful for that. Bro, I saw your message. Thank you for that message. Yo, this and that, this and that, this and that. And that's all I see. I don't see negativity in my phone. I don't get hate like that. I don't. I remember a time where I was focused on people pleasing. And it was never enough. I was never enough. And people would show me, oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. I don't even see that no more. Because I used to talk to myself like that. Oh, man, you're not doing enough. You need to go do this. You need to go do that. Everybody's different. Me personally, I would apply for job after job after job, and I would not ever get the job. I would just, when I was younger, I would always get the jobs, but older, I don't get the jobs anymore. But that's fine with me because I'm writing my books. I'm dropping my albums, working on my music, massive creative projects with other people, the Astral School of Everything, a cosmic university to help people elevate to higher levels, to tap into their purpose, to figure out who they are in all dimensions, to attain sovereignty in all dimensions. I have so many things that God wants me to do that I'm focused on doing. And no, these things have not always gave me money instantly. These things have not always given me that. But you know what they have gave me? They have gave me peace. They have gave me purpose. And when I wake up in a day, I am richer than I've ever been. I am wealthier than I've ever been. I can come to a place like this and not bring my fears and doubts and worries with me and appreciate the beauty. I can see myself on the stage. I love the grass. I love the architecture. I could build a place like this one day. I can own a place like this one day. I look at the people jet skiing. I could be doing that. I look at the military. They're so disciplined. I look at the yachts. I look at the convention center. What if I'm holding an event in that convention center one day? I think in such a grand way that I don't have the time to lower my frequency for people who can't even think that way, who can only think that the only way I can survive is by working this job, and I have to work this job, and then I got to make the money, and then I got to survive, and then once I'm done surviving, maybe God will step in and I'll be free and I'll get rich, and some rich guy, some rich girl's gonna come in and save me. And no, that's not wealth. That's a leech. That's a vampire. Don't expect nobody to come in and save you. Don't expect nobody to come in and get rich for you. Don't expect nobody to come in and live in your purpose for you. That's for you to do for yourself. And you're going to find services. You're going to find things in your gifts that you can offer to people. I can offer music. I can offer conversation. I can offer wisdom. I can give good advice on a number of things. You know what I mean? I do video animation. I do media production. I love to dance. There was just playing some music. I spread good vibes. These things are priceless. I'm a great teacher. I love to teach. I love science. I love quantum physics. I love psychology. I love biology. And I'm a master astrologist. Astrology is something that I love to offer to people to help them map out their own energies in their lives so that they can make the best use of them. Two energies cannot exist in the same place at the same time. You're either going to be abundant and love everything in your life and see value in everything in your life, and you can love somebody and be like, you're great, you're amazing, I hope the best for you, I wish the best for you, and still not choose to be with them and be around them because they choose to be negative. They choose to vibrate low. They choose to see the worst. They choose to see how everything's not gonna work. They choose to see how everything's bad about you, how everything's wrong about you. Okay, some of those things may be true, and there may be areas where you can grow and where you can work on these things. But when you're positive, not just positive, when you're actual, you can take the bad and make it good. When you're fearful, you can't even see the good. When you're real, when you're actual, you can see the bad, but you choose to see the good. When you're fearful, the good is available to you, but you choose to see the bad. How are things not going to work for me? How is this hurting me? How is this bringing me down? How is this stunting my growth? There are so many things in your reality. The phone you're watching this on, the computer that you have, the fact that you have internet. Just to be grateful for those things alone can open up so many doors. There's people in your life, right in your own city, right around you, that you could be collaborating with to move mountains. But if you can't see that, or you don't feel like you're good enough, you don't feel like you're worthy enough, you might not even be acknowledging those people that can change your life. You want to be rich, but you're fearful about how you're going to survive. You might not even be treating the people in your life that are going to make you rich right, because you can't see the value in them, because you can't see the value in yourself. If you're so busy criticizing yourself, how do you think you're going to look at other people? You're going to criticize them too. If you're busy seeing the best in yourself, how do you think that you're going to treat other people? You're going to be able to see the best in them. And when you can see the best, when everybody around you is valuable, you're rich. When you look in a mirror and you see value, you're rich. When you look in a mirror and you criticize and you don't see value, when you look at people and you criticize and you don't see the value in them, you're poor. You're surrounded by no value. I'm not telling you that you don't have to do work. You don't have to do things. What I'm telling you is that you don't have to survive. You can thrive. You can choose to live and walk in your purpose. You can choose to go to God. You can choose to go within. You could choose to seek truth. You could choose to elevate. You could choose to be healthier. Just be ready to let things go. Be ready to let go of the people and the things that don't resonate with the frequency of abundance in your life. The people who can only see you and criticize you rather than uplift you, love you, motivate you, see the good in you. They're only focused on what you don't do. They're only focused on what they think you don't do. And how many times has somebody told you how you think and how you feel about things when you don't feel or think about things in that way at all? They're projecting. They're telling you the frequency that they're on. And that's a lens, and they see you through that lens. It doesn't matter what you actually look like or what you actually got going on. People will see you through the lens of their perspective that they have of themselves and of their own lives. So when somebody in your life, situations in your life are not reflecting to you your purpose, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, the beautiful things about you, it's okay to let them go. It's okay to let the situations go. Take it. Use it as a lesson. God doesn't make mistakes. God doesn't make mistakes. The pathway is being cleared. Now there's space for the people that belong there. Now, when you're walking in your purpose, when you start following your dreams, when you start following your calling, you're going to attract the things and the people and the places in your life that align with that. But if you're in survival mode, and you're doing what you think you have to do, and you're putting your own dreams, your own desires, and everything on the back burner for the sake of sacrifice, you're going to stay poor. Martyring yourself and sacrificing yourself, your highest self, to support and survive is going to keep you broke. It's going to keep you poor. I know it's struggling. I know you need to buy this and you need to do that. You need to pay this bill and you need to pay that bill. That's fine. I understand that. But do you believe in God? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in the universe that if you were to just give yourself the highest version of yourself, if you were to go within, if you were to eat right, if you were to sleep right, if you were to work on your dreams, do you think that you will forever be poor? If you do, then you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in God. You don't believe in Source. You don't believe that you have a higher purpose. And you will live the life that comes with that. So today, decide, what frequency am I going to choose to be on? Lack, worry, fear, doubt, being poor? Or are you going to step into abundance? I'm rich. I'm valuable. I got so much. I got so much. Yeah. I got so much. Are you going to be grateful for the environment, the peace, the beauty, the nature, the space that you have access to? This is all free. This is a beautiful life. You just have to have beauty in your own eye and beauty in your own mind to see it. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If you want to be loved and you want love, start loving yourself. Start being who you're meant to be. And I'm doing this, and I always do this. And I love when things are removed from my life, when they remove themselves, when situations don't work out. I love it because it reinforces what I already have to be the key. I know I can live an abundant, beautiful life with my books, with my music, with my community. And I know that who's out there for me is only waiting for me to step into the best version of me, the realest me. so that they can see me. And I'll end it with this. There's this story I like to tell of a banana tree and an apple tree. The apple trees are getting picked. There's apple trees everywhere, and everybody's coming and picking apples. They love the apples. But there's a banana tree nobody picks from. No, everybody ignores it. And one day, this banana tree decides to grow its bananas in the shape of an apple so it can be picked. And it needs to spread its seed. And people go up to this banana tree that's pretending to be an apple tree. They pick it, they grab it, and when they take a bite in it, it's all mushy, like a banana, and it tastes like a banana. It doesn't taste like an apple. They're like, oh no. They start rioting and they want to burn the tree down. A millionaire, a wealthy man comes into the city, not worried about any apples. He's looking for a banana. And he goes around looking for this banana, but the banana tree's acting like an apple tree right now. So he has no idea where it is and he can't find it. The banana tree goes back to creating bananas and being the banana tree so it doesn't get killed and burned down by the people who are angry with the false fruit. The man finds the banana tree, protects that tree, takes the seeds, spreads the seeds, cultivates the seeds, and protects the tree and goes to that tree every day. It makes things with the bananas that people pay top dollar for. But the moral of the story is you can't pretend to be something that you're not and expect to get what's for you. And if you're busy being something that you're not, if you're busy surviving, you're actually putting you in a situation to burn. Whereas if you just accept yourself and you thrive and you're grateful for who you are and what you are, it's only a matter of time before what's for you meets you, finds you. And you cultivate what you're meant to cultivate. Being authentic and being honest and being true to yourself. Just a little story. But anyway, it's your man Soular Amore. Y'all go ahead and get the book, Building the Kingdom. It's going to be dropping soon. There will be links around. Get the album, I'm Serious. It's also going to be dropping soon. My birthday coming up on June 2nd. It's a beautiful season astrologically. Feel free to hit me up and book a reading. All my socials are available to you guys. Feel free to contact me, book a reading with me. I'll be happy to go into your astrology, your human design. I do tarot readings for people. I do everything. And you know what? With all that being said, hold it down, but keep it up. See, man, Soular Amore. Out here, shining like the sun, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Peace to the gods, queens, kings, emperors, empresses, goddesses, everybody. All y'all. Love yourself. Go within. Two frequencies can't exist at the same time. So choose what kind of life you want to live. Maintain that. And what's with that frequency will come to you. Love you guys. Peace.